Look at all that anime. Well, no point in delaying the inevitable, let's just dive right into it. Welcome to Labra Stories. As an AniTuber, I have watched the first episode of every new full-length anime coming out this season within a reasonable start time to make it into this video because I am contractually obligated to do so. As such, I've ranked them from worst to best relative to each other and will now proceed to present them in a random order because I can. This is Summer Anime 2022 Rapid Review. Domestic Girlfriend PC Edition is the equivalent of eating a bell pepper after a Carolina Reaper, 6.2 out of 10. Momomiya, becomes a magical girl so that she can save endangered species, save the world from an alien invasion, work at a maid cafe, 5.8 out of 10. An anime about having fun in the night, and yet I can only describe the mood as a calming chill. Oh, and the protagonist is really cool, 9.3 out of 10. A main character with a personality that's just as interesting as taking a still frame and moving the camera around lives a power fantasy with no stakes, no cohesive world building, and no reason for me to care about anything. But what was I expecting from an anime where nuking the local agriculture doesn't affect the city's ability to feed its citizens? 1 out of 10. Idol anime are ranked by 3 criteria: the quality of the dance, the comparability of the song to any other idol anime, and how original it can be while still copying Love Live. 7.5 out of 10. Local studying mage summons a succubus and binds them to be his familiar. It's definitely lewd, it's definitely a power fantasy, but it's definitely not the worst show this season. 7.8 out of 10. Takefumi's uncle undergoes a reverse isekai so now he has magic power but no hold on reality. 8.7 out of 10. Barry learns what love is by disregarding her family and friends to instead join a group of hooligans so she can search for a phantom. 3.2 out of 10. The world is going to be destroyed, magic exists, and as a logical social outcast, Yuhi makes the best choice available to him upon hearing this news. 7.7 out of 10. Black Swordsman is back at it again with the help of Studio Passion, the guys who made Interspecies for viewers. It's got humor, it's got action, and the protagonist has more personality than a loaf of bread. 7.6 out of 10. Yori wants to be an idol, but that doesn't work out, so instead she decides to become a professional athlete with absolutely zero experience, but extreme sports are just as well balanced as the character motivations, so I'm sure that she'll get by just fine. 4.6 out of 10. There is a war going on waged by automatons against who knows who or what, but here we are running a tea shop. Is this supposed to be cute or dark? I can't tell, but I also don't care. 7.6 out of 10. Tori Kirishimi must take care of his boss's daughter. It's like Spy Family meets Sweetness and Lightning. 9.2 out of 10. Tea time with magical girls in it. Slow and awkward, but cozy, so obviously something dark is happening, but unfortunately I haven't the slightest clue how this world works. 5.2 out of 10. The hot-blooded reborn Kondo is strong enough to break out of rope bindings, but instead he chooses to fight with his feet and acrobatics for literally no reason. 3 out of 10. Black Swordsman, well, I guess he's blonde in this isekai. In any case, they get reincarnated as a literal god who then proceeds to sell drugs to everyone and save the world while they're at it because why not? 6.9 out of 10. Spike Spiegel from Wish.com has a Yonder the Vampire that powers up with the power of love so that they can fight demons. This show is ridiculously stupid and I love it. 7.4 out of 10. Joshiraku Accept Mid, 5.7 out of 10. No, Strike Witches isn't anything new, but there's a Howl's Moving Castle reference, so I'm putting it in. So basically it's World War II era, and everyone has decided that it's completely ethical for non-adult girls to fight in war because they have magical powers that let them fly, and nobody could come up with a better idea for how to use that ability. Man, I love anime. 7.4 out of 10. I swear if I have to listen to this kid say the same line one more time, I'm going to have a conniption. Anyways, it's a sport anime, and it sucks. 3.8 out of 10. A rom-com, except it's literally shogi, 7.9 out of 10. Ruby is back, now animated by the one and only Studio Shaft, and I gotta say it is so nice to see this landscape in such beautiful detail. 6 out of 10. The laziest idol, Yuya, becomes a spiritual medium and takes over the industry. 7.5 out of 10. Fantastic comfort anime with a splash of the end of the world, but hey, that makes the comfort even better. 7.6 out of 10. The Japanese employ high school girls to maintain the peace. I just love anime. 8.5 out of 10. The Black Swordsman is back at it again with another high-power fantasy adventure with just enough tactical thought put into it to make you think that he's in a balanced game system. 6.8 out of 10.